All right, everybody, it has been a little while since we have toured and given you an overview of Wellen Park. So today in this video, we are going to be showing you all of Wellen Park. What's up, everybody? My name is Francesca Hanaho.
And I'm Richard Hanaho.
If this is your first time to our channel, you know what to do. Tap on that subscribe button and hit the notification bell while you're there so you get notified every time we do a new video just like this one, showing you all of Sarasota County, where to live, eat, sleep, work, play, everything. And listen, ever since we've been doing these videos, we've been getting so many calls and texts and emails from people just like you wanting to relocate to the Sarasota County area, and we absolutely love it. So make sure you give us that call, shoot us that text, or shoot us an email, whichever one you prefer, but we don't stop working until you are a Sarasota County resident. All right, guys, it's been a while since we've toured all of Wellen Park and given you kind of an explanation of each community, showing you what they have to offer, just really giving you a brief overview. And you know, so much stuff is changing and the place is growing like crazy. So we have some updates for you and a lot of good stuff in store. Richard?
All right, so we are located at the downtown right now. It's right behind us. There's a second phase that's coming in here. If you haven't seen a video that we've done on the second phase, you're gonna see that today. But we're gonna get you started right on Tamiami Trail and one of the main entrances straight into the downtown. So let's take this tour and let's show you Wellen Park today.
All right, let's go.
All right, so we are technically heading west on Tamiami Trail 41. If you go straight right there, that's gonna take you over to the beaches, get you to downtown Venice. But we're gonna turn in and go in to Wellen Park. And if you go in this entrance right here, there's 4 along the front of Wellen Park on Tamiami Trail that you can really get into. But I like to call this one of the main entrances. We're going straight into the downtown.
And it's Wellen Park Boulevard.
So,
you cannot miss that.
No. All right, so here we are at the downtown. As you can see, they're building the second phase to the downtown is what you see here. They're making some serious progress. So on the first floor, you're gonna have all kinds of shops, restaurants, and up here a little bit further, you're gonna see a mirror of it really. And on the second floor, they have office space, business use, if you will. You know, it's 100% leased out at this point. It's taken. So just want to put that out there for you guys. But this is phase 1 of downtown.
Got your Foxtail coffee, and they have beer and wine. You've got your Oak and Stone that has the popular beer wall everybody talks about. And their upstairs overlooks the lake over here.
And look, it may be 95 degrees today, but it's not too bad up there with the fans.
Behind us over here, we missed it, but Villani and Company, great steak and seafood restaurant. We got your Bright ice cream if you want to bring the kiddos down here. They've got a splash pad over there for the kiddos. And also you can rent bikes and
Scooters
and kayaks. There's like a kayak launch over there. You can also go fishing on this lake. So this is Solace Hall. And that event lawn over there was where they have concerts and live music here on Friday night. All the neighbors come out, they bring lawn chairs, there's like a drink cart and everything. It's a good time. Banyan House, great food. They have brunch on Sundays.
To the left right here where you see this open parcel, they're actually bringing in a hotel. We don't know exactly when they're gonna break ground, but of course we're gonna keep you guys informed. But there's gonna be a Marriott hotel coming in here, and we'll be looking at 230 plus doors. And obviously it'll be multiple stories, and you'll get a view of the beautiful lake out there. If you can see across the lake through the camera there. There is a fishing pier out there, so if you want to get some bait and tackle, you can at the downtown. Walk over to the pier and do a little freshwater fishing. This to your right is going to be commercial. You know, Mattamy is the main developer of Wellen Park. They're being very secretive on what's coming in, so we can't yet tell you exactly what's coming in here. You know, if you're watching our videos, background builder, developer, if I was developing this community, this would be allocated for commercial. So we probably see commercial coming in right here.
We will keep you posted. That's why you gotta subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you get notified when we upload a new video and give you all the updates on Wellen Park. All right, so this is Primrose School. I think it's, daycare and BPK. Just to give you kind of an idea of who's moving into Wellen Park, I would really say it's a multi-generational community. Over here you have assisted living right here. So we have, grandparents moving in, empty nesters are coming in, and families. So I think Wellen Park is actually starting to attract more families than what was anticipated, because we do actually have a new park coming in down here. So that just tells me that there's, a lot of kiddos moving to the area. So
all right,
this is the main Publix for Wellen Park that we're turning into. We're not just going to tell you about all the communities, we're going to show you all of the commercial and stuff too. You know how we do.
Ace is the place right here. Obviously, if you're looking for some really good tacos, we talk about this in a lot of our videos. Irma's Tacos.
Our absolute
Phenomenal tacos.
favorites.
Best in town if you ask me. And they have several different types of tequila if you're into tequila. But
you may run into us there because we visit Irma's frequently.
So this is the main Publix for Wellen Park right now, but there's another one coming and we're gonna show you where it is today.
And there's a Dunkin' Donuts over here that I was trying to show you, but I don't know if you saw that.
Gotta have your Dunkin', right?
You gotta have your Dunkin'. I know my older daughter loves her Dunkin' Donuts. And then there is this Boca Lupo coal-fired pizza, one of my younger daughter's favorite places to go eat. Yes, we have 4 children, so 2 of them that are out of the house and 2 of them that are with us. They are preparing to get back to school, and I cannot tell you how ecstatic Richard and I are.
I'm counting down the hours. No, I love my kids. All right, so we're getting held up here, a little bit of traffic. It's lunchtime here, so a lot of people come into the plaza. Keep in mind, there's a lot of construction going on in Wellen Park, so these guys are over here trying to get some lunch at Publix and a few other places you can eat here.
So somebody asked me a while back on a video if this acai bowl place was open yet, and it's not. They are really taking a long time to open it.
They're still trying to do the build out.
I'm
waiting on
really
permits.
looking forward to seeing that open.
So we got some commercial going up right here. If you make a right here, that'll take you right into the downtown. So just so you know where we're located, we're on West Village's Parkway, which I like to call the main east entrance to Wellen Park. And of course, it's on the north side of Wellen Park. As you can see here, coming soon sign we just passed. Again, vacant land parcels. We don't know what's going in. We do talk to the developer as much as possible to find out, but like I said earlier, they keep it hush-hush until it's inked up, I guess, in stone.
They don't like to tell us anymore because they know that we're going to announce it on our channel. All right.
Well, I have other ways I look for stuff too that I shout out to you guys.
So these are 55 and up apartments.
All right, and this is kind of convenient too if you're coming out of Wellen Park if you're going north, and you can cut over here too. There's some office spaces over there, and that'll get over to the downtown. All right, first community, here it is. So this is Oak Bend. We're gonna veer off our normal path here as we go through Wellen Park. This is Playmore
Oak Bend
right here.
is really on the corner of Playmore and West Village's Parkway, really close to the Braves Cool Today Park. That is the home of the Atlanta Braves spring training facility. Lots of activities and events go on there. They also have a tiki bar where you can go and eat lunch, have drinks, have a good time. They have concerts there. They do fireworks on July 4th. So it's a lot of fun for everybody.
Let's not forget about the Jumbotron. So our son plays baseball, loves baseball. He thinks he's gonna be an MLB player. I hope he is. But he'll watch that Jumbotron all day.
We need him to reimburse us for all of the travel ball, coaching, and everything else we paid for. All right, so this is Oak Bend. It is being built by Toll Brothers and ICI Homes. So Toll Brothers will have the smaller lots, if you will, and ICI Homes is gonna have some rather larger lots in this community. I don't exactly know the sizes of those yet. I don't have a ton of information yet, but I do have some information for you guys. So I'm gonna give you as much as I possibly can while we drive around here. Let's start with, it is going to be a gas community. There's trails connecting this community to the Cool Today Park and to the downtown where we just were. So that's pretty cool. So if you are looking for a place with a lot of walking trails, Wellen Park definitely just has you covered all the way around. There's going to be a community clubhouse, fitness center, resort style pool. There's going to be pickleball, bocce ball, playground, and a viewing dock. There's a couple of large ponds in this community. So there's going to be, a good chance that you can have a lot with some water view behind it.
Yeah, so if you guys aren't real familiar with Wellen Park and you're just getting started watching videos here, all the lots in Wellen Park are pretty much designed to be on water or preserved.
Yeah, here's some water over here. I don't know if you guys can see that. So back to Toll Brothers is going to be building floor plans that are 3 to 6 bedrooms, 2 to 4 bathrooms. Here's the kicker, they're only going to have 2-car garages, but also our sales rep is telling us that some homes will have a 2-car garage with a tandem. So there is a possibility that you will get a tandem garage. They're building between 2,100 square feet and 2,900 square feet. So they are actually, Toll Brothers is going to be building their Sunbeam collection, which is their 2-car garage collection that you can find over in Solstice. So ICI, like I mentioned, has the larger lots. They are building between 2,400 square feet and 3,800 square feet. So if you need a larger home, ICI may be the builder for you in this community. Of course, ICI is custom. So what they do is they have some floor plans that they've picked out for this community, but they have an architect that can help you change anything that you want to. They will, the sky's the limit on that. Their homes are going to be starting in the mid 700s, while Toll Brothers says that their homes start in the high 6s. So, sky's the limit with ICI. If you want to redesign your home off of one of their floor plans, you can. And then Toll Brothers, of course, just has their floor plans picked out.
I know you have a lot more to tell everybody, but I want to look, if you point out the camera that way, that is where the downtown is. That's north. Okay. So there's actually a trail that's going in right here. You'll be able to jump on your golf cart and take it to the downtown through the trail around the lake. So pretty cool if you live in Oak Bend here.
Awesome.
Or you can walk, run, bike.
Yeah, that's the trails that we were talking about, so that's cool. Well, cannot wait to see this community come to life. I think our sales rep said end of August, beginning of September, they're expecting the models to be open and to be selling out of here.
Yeah, the first model that you saw that's getting built when we first came in, that's Toll Brothers model, and they're over there trying to get it done as quick as possible.
All right, so that's Oak Bend.
There's a lot more coming. We'll keep you up to date.
I know a lot of you are excited to see this community, so we will definitely keep you up to date.
All right, to give you your bearings in Wellen Park real quick, we're going to jump back on Playmore and we're going to head east towards the Cool Today Park. So this is Playmore, and I get a lot of questions about the infrastructure here in Wellen Park, and there's going to be almost 30,000 homes when this is all done, and how is everybody going to be able to get in and out of here? We're going to kind of touch on that today. Playmore is a major street in here because it goes east-west. So if you were to continue through this stop sign right here, you would get out to River Road, which is 777. They haven't opened it up to the road yet, but that is coming. All right, we're back at West Villages Parkway, and we are going to head south into Wellen Park.
All right, so there's the Cool Today Park.
That's the tiki bar up there to the left. You can see people hanging out, enjoying themselves.
Richard, tell us where we're going next.
All right, we're going to go to Sunstone at Lakeside.
All right.
Or is it Lakeside at Sunstone?
It's, I don't, one of those communities. All right, so this is Madamy's community. It is Sunstone Lakeside. It's really coming along now. So this community is Madamy's first gas community that they are building over here. And straight in front of us is the resort style amenities that they plan on building. I'm gonna zoom in for you. So that is what the clubhouse and the pool and everything will look like. But the good news about this community is while you're waiting for the amenities to be built, which they have started, if you could notice right there, you can use Sunstone's amenities because Sunstone's amenities are fully complete, and there is a walkway between this community and Sunstone. So we'll show you that. So these floor plans are a little bit larger than Sunstone. They're building 2 to 5 bedrooms in here, 2 to 4 baths, around 1,800 square feet up to a little over 3,000 square feet. They have 1 to 2 story plans that you can choose from, 2 to 3 garages. They're building on 50 and 60-foot wide lots in here. They are gonna have a resort-style pool, clubhouse, pickleball, activity director, fitness center, tot lot, dog park, and the HOA is only $395 a month. So it's around $395, give or take, depends on what size lots you have. But also this is a maintenance-free community, so that includes your yard and maintenance of the landscaping. Most of the communities in Wellen Park are gonna include your landscaping, so that's a really nice thing here.
And here's your larger homes here in Lakeside, the 3-car garages.
So I think they built Lakeside with families in mind. That's why we're gonna have a tot lot in here. And that's why we've got some of these larger floor plans that have like bonus rooms or lofts.
There's some really good lake views in this community too, I have to say. And when I say lakes, I mean ponds. Let's just put it that way. But there's a lot of preserved lots, as you can see here, available. So if you're looking for privacy, there it is.
Yeah, I don't think there's a bad lot in, well, I should take that back, actually.
There's a couple where houses back up against houses.
There's a couple lots in here I wouldn't pick, but for the most part, these are all really good lots. Privacy or pond. Here's the dog park that is open. And this is the walkway or the trail that leads you to Sunstone and their amenities. We've driven it many times on the golf cart with our sales rep. And
that guy's hanging out on his golf cart with his dogs riding around.
And it's pretty hot for that right now. I don't know if you guys that are thinking about moving down here are watching the weather, but we just had a huge heat wave that had Tampa with a heat index over 115. I was just cringing. It's been very hot, but it's a little bit cooler. I think the heat wave is over and now it's just our normal hot. It's not like you feel like you're gonna catch on fire.
Well, this truck's reading 93 degrees right now, and if we get out on that pavement, it's probably getting by 110.
Yeah, so here's some more of these homes.
Here's some available home sites.
Obviously too, Richard, talk about their construction. You're gonna get that nice tile roof.
Yeah, so
hurricane impact windows.
This is Mattamy. Obviously, Mattamy is the main developer of this community. So the construction here is very good construction. They're monolithic slabs. You got your block construction. So if your first story is block, you've got your hurricane impact windows. Again, let's just point out, this is one of a few gas communities in Wellen Park. But then again, you're gonna get your tile roof. Keep in mind, we're 6 miles from the water. So these houses are built very strong. We've been here dealing with Wellen Park since Hurricane Ian, and we have not seen any major problems. But very important, about a year and a half ago, basically all the builders here in Wellen Park, they went to hurricane impact windows, so you don't have to put up those shutters. Nobody wants to deal with that.
No, that's not fun.
All right, that's Lakeside.
If this is your first time hearing about Wellen Park, or maybe you've heard a little bit about it but you don't know, there's tons of walking trails, like I mentioned, all around Wellen Park, but also it is golf cart friendly. So let's see this lane right here? That is for your golf carts. So if you want to live in Wellen Park, you can definitely take your golf cart and go to Publix, go to the downtown Wellen Park area to, go to the restaurants, go shopping.
And just keep in mind, you need to be street legal with the golf cart. So you will have to have that license plate, turn signals, your mirrors, your brake lights, your headlights.
All of that good stuff.
So if you want information on how to get that done, just go ahead and drop a comment below.
All right, now we are turning into Brightmore. This is the only 55 and up community in Wellen Park. Really pretty entrance. I don't know if you can see the sign. It doesn't really stand out very much, but it says Brightmore up there.
Check out this guard gate right here.
Okay.
So this has a guard gate during the day, and then at night you just talk to this screen right here.
Okay, so I did talk to my sales rep for Brightmore. The biggest question we're getting about Brightmore is, when are the amenities opening? He said for sure they are opening in the summer, or not in the summer, in 2025. So they are really trying to get the amenities open before the end of the year. So we will see. This is going to be an amenity-rich community, just as you would expect for 55 and up. Let's see. They are going to have a 20,000 square foot clubhouse, pool, lap lane, pickleball, fitness center, group fitness rooms, yoga lawn, dog park, events and activities, and then cafe and bar. I'm not exactly sure what kind of restaurant they're gonna have, if they're having like just something by the pool, or if they're just gonna have like a cafe for lunch and like coffee and stuff. Don't know, but we will get that answer as soon as it opens and we find out.
They've come a long way in a short period of time.
They sure have.
They started building this really fast about almost a year ago, and then they slowed down, and now they're cruising again.
Yeah, it's starting to really come along. It looks good. So I cannot wait for this to open. I'm sure Richard and I will be over here doing a video when it is open, so just keep your eyes out for that.
All right, there's our dog parks.
That's the dog park, yep.
Little dog, big dog.
Nice.
All right, so here's Model Row for you guys.
All right, so Mattamy is building villas and single family homes in here. So these are the single family homes, the villas are at the end. So if you're looking for a large home, you're not gonna find it in here. The single family homes are 2 to 3 bedrooms. They all have a 2-car garage. They're between 1,400 square feet up to about 2,400, a little over 2,400 square feet. So that's their largest floor plan. The starting prices before you pick your lot and your design options is going to be $420,000 up to a little over $614,000. Again, that's without your design options and without your lot. And you can have Mattamy build you a pool if you build from the ground up.
So that means they're not building any pools with their specs.
No specs with pools. Also in Lakeside, same thing. I meant to mention that. In Lakeside, they are building pools if you build from the ground up. If you don't build from the ground up, if you buy a spec, you're not going to find a pool.
All right, look, and if you are a baseball fan and you're really into baseball, look off into the distance here to the right. They have lots that really back up to the Cool Today Park.
I think this may be a tough sell right here, this street, but there's not a lot of late night games or any kind of late night events. I think everything's usually over at like 9 o'clock, so I don't really foresee it being a problem.
And just to point out one thing, this is part of Cool Today Park that you see right here. And Venice High School actually gets to come out here and use these fields, which is pretty cool.
Mattamy has some different elevations. They have that one that's really modern and these other ones. I don't know if you're a fan. A lot of my clients have told me they don't really like that modern look or floor plan or elevation, I mean. This one right here. They don't really care for that one, but I don't know. What do you like?
At least they're breaking it up in here a little bit. That's good.
Yeah. Exactly.
Again, so this is Mattamy Homes. Let's talk about construction real quick. Mono slab, block home. You're gonna have your hurricane impact windows and your tile roofs. Solid construction. All right, we are leaving Brightmore. If you have any questions about Brightmore, drop a comment, shoot us a text, shoot us an email. We're here for you. All right, we're back at West Villages Parkway, and we are gonna head south. Now, just to give you guys a little more information about Wellen Park, this road we're on right now is designed to add another lane right here, because this eventually is going to get you down into the Esplanade with Toll Brothers. But
Taylor Morrison.
I'm sorry,
Esplanade by Taylor Morrison.
But before we get there, we're going to stop over here at Sam Rogers.
Okay,
and check
this
out
is
Grand Place.
Being built by Sam Rogers. This is a semi-custom community. Gorgeous, gorgeous homes, floor plans, but there's only 6 opportunities left in here. So they have 2 specs that they are selling. There's no amenities in this community except for this, what's it called?
A gazebo.
Gazebo, thank you. And it is gated, so it's a gated community. No amenities. Pretty much each home has a pool. So they do have 2 specs that they are selling. They have one Edgewater that's a 3-car garage for 1.5. It's 2,872 square feet. And then they have a Destin, which is one of my favorite floor plans. Well, the Edgewater is too. So the Destin is also a 3-car garage. It is 1.4 and some change. And it is a little less square footage. It's 2,697 square feet. So I believe this is the Destin right here. Let's see, we'll show you. So this is the one that they're selling for 1.4. It's under construction. Love this home. I don't know if you can see that window up there. Lets so much light into where the den is with the office. Really great floor plan. And so this looks like it's one of their last available lots, and it looks like a good one, very private. There's only 42 homes in this community, so it's a very small private community. Everybody's got their own pool. Really just a quiet, beautiful community if you ask me. Right now they are running a special that they will give you $40,000 towards your summer kitchen if you decide to build on one of those last remaining lots. Their HOA ranges from $300 to $400 a month and includes cable, TV, and internet. And that's a finished Destin right there. They have this new farmhouse elevation that they're doing that's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. So they are also gas in here, just so you know.
So you don't want that tankless water heater, they got you covered.
Yeah, that's another beautiful Destin. Love the elevation. And these homes have no cross neighbors. So this is all conservation right here.
Nothing will ever be built here.
Nothing will ever be built there.
Nor behind the lots either.
That lot is sold. Let's see. Sold. Okay, so these are all sold, but I think still in this cul-de-sac back here, there's some available lots that are on really private lots.
So would you say there's 6 left? That one's
well,
sold?
There's 2 specs. We already saw one house, so there's a couple of lots back here, I believe. Yeah, so this one is still available right here, and this is this is a great lot. There's actually water back there, and then conservation, so I'm shocked that lot is still there. And then this is what's across from your house if you build on that lot. So, yeah.
All right, so let's talk about Sam Rogers Construction. They are a semi-custom builder. They do things a little bit different than other builders. You're gonna get your stem wall construction here. And that's the #1 difference. You're gonna get block construction, of course. You're gonna get your hurricane impact windows. You're gonna get your tile roofs. But most importantly, on the top of the first floor, they pour what's called, it's a steel reinforced lintel. And they actually pour the concrete into that formed up, poured reinforced lintel, and it really makes your house really strong at the top. These roofs are not coming off this house, so just know that this is superior construction right here. So we're heading south again on West Villages Parkway, getting into Wellen Park. To your right, this is the next Publix that's coming. So this is going to be a smaller Publix, smaller shopping center than the main one, but you're going to have a Publix here. So, you know, if you're living in Brightmore, if you're living in Grand Place, and then of course we're gonna head over to Everly, and that's very close in Lake Spur as well. But this is the Minnesota Beach Road. If you take that west, the Minnesota Beach Road eventually will get you straight over to Inglewood Road and get you into Minnesota Beach. So if you have your golf cart, you can literally be here in Wellen Park, and in 15-20 minutes you can be at the beach at Minnesota Beach. Now here's the thing. They're just going through approvals with Sarasota County right now to get the road built. So the good thing is we're getting the approvals, and it's going to be pretty awesome when you can just get right over to the beaches and not have to go up to 41 and, you know, take Tamiami Trail over to the beaches. If you continue on straight, that's going to get you to the high school here in Wellen Park. It also gets you to River Road 777, and they're actually going to put a light in there. So if you take the River Road 777 and you take it north, that'll take you straight up to Tamiami Trail. You keep going north, that'll take you up to 75. So if you need to get up to 75 to go south or to go north, maybe you want to get up to the UTC to do some shopping, it's really going to be nice to have that here.
All right, so we are pulling into Everly. This is really the high-end community of Wellen Park. Gorgeous entryway here.
This is one of my 2 favorite neighborhoods in Wellen Park, if y'all wanted to know.
All right, straight ahead is their gorgeous clubhouse. They have resort-style pool, cabanas. They've got a huge spa, fitness center. They've got a grilling station set up over here. They have a chip and putt area over here. They've got a fire pit. They've got, you know, some hammocks. Really just a nice set of amenities here.
2 pickleball courts?
Yep, 2 pickleball courts.
All right.
So we have a few builders in here. We've got West Bay that's building track homes. That's a builder out of Tampa. Then you've got Neil Signature building semi-custom homes. Then you've got John Cannon and Lee Weatherington building custom homes, full custom homes. Lots going on here. West Bay is doing things a little bit differently than the other builders. When you build with West Bay, you pick out your lot. West Bay buys their lots in advance, and then you pick out a lot from West Bay and build your house, etc. It's kind of the normal building process that you're used to. The other builders have their own lots that are larger, and it's just a different process. Let's talk about West Bay, because this is West Bay's models right here. Let's see, West Bay is building 3 to 6 bedrooms, 2.5 to 5 baths. Their square footage runs from around 2,500 up to 3,600 square feet. All of their homes have 3-car garages, and their homes start around 690, go up to around 1.3 million. All of their specs are being built with pools, so the opposite of Madame. If you find a spec with West Bay, you are going to be getting a pool.
They're winning with the pool.
Yep. They really have some gorgeous floor plans, West Bay does, and we've toured several of them if you've been watching our channel. We've toured a lot of their specs, we've toured the amenities in here, so I'll try to link the amenities video for you guys to watch. And West Bay does have, that's a beautiful home with the stone on the bottom.
Yes.
West Bay does have a few remaining good lots left too. You know, Everly's, it's coming close to the end here, so, but West Bay still has some good lots. And their HOA is $310 monthly, and the CDD is $2481 annually. The $310 monthly does not cover your landscaping. This is one of the only communities that does not cover landscaping.
And let me tell you why. All right, so they don't cover the landscaping in here because you have so many different size lots throughout the community, and you have John Cannon, Lee Weatherington, and Neil Signature doing their thing here. So, you know, when you build a $3 million home, you're going to have a lot different landscaping than a $1 million home. So they decided to say, hey, you know what? Take care of your own lawn.
So let's talk about Neil's Signature. You know, with John Cannon and Lee Weatherington, it's a whole different process. I can't give you a price range. I cannot give you a square foot range because they are full custom. You can sit down with their architects and their designers and come up with whatever you want. Sky is the limit. And you know, we're building with both of them with our clients right now and having just an awesome experience. I highly recommend either one of those builders.
All three of them. Neil Signature.
Yes, all three of them, but
Lee Weatherington and John Cannon.
Yep. But Neil's Signature, let's talk about Neil's Signature. They're semi-custom. They are building between 3 and 4 beds, 2 to 5 baths, and they also all have 3-car garages. You can build between 2,500 square feet and right up to a little over 4,000 square feet with Neil's Signature. They have one spec right now, and it's the Positano 2, and Richard and I actually toured it in a video a couple weeks ago. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 3-car garage. It has 2,500 square feet, a pool and a spa, and the outdoor fireplace. Here it is right up here. And they were running a promotion where they were going to give you a credit to build the summer kitchen. I'm not sure if they're still running it, but that's the Positano 2. It's a gorgeous house. And really love that outdoor fireplace as well.
There's the Palm Bay.
So really just a gorgeous, classy community, Everly. And they also in here, I'm so sorry, they also have somebody planning events for this community as well. So like an activity director, if you will.
All right, if you guys want to know about their construction here, so John Cannon and Lee Weatherington are very similar. They're full custom builders, and they're going to build you, obviously you're going to have that stem wall slab, you're going to get your block construction, you're going to have your hurricane impact windows as a must, of course, you're going to have your tile roof. It's really superior construction. They also, like Sam Rogers, they're doing the poured steel reinforced lintel on top of the house, and we're coming up on one right now. Maybe I can show you here, but anyway, just really secures the home. So I don't want to discount Neil's Signature at all. They build a beautiful home. They just build a little bit different. They build with a monolithic slab. They build with block wall construction as well. You get your hurricane impact windows. You get that steel reinforced lintel on portions of the house, not just the whole entire portion of the house. But yes, if you ask me, these are 3 out of the 4 builders within, I would say 5 builders within Wellen Park that build superior construction. And if you have any questions about any of their construction, feel free to reach out to me. Love to talk to you. There's that lintel at the top. The largest home right now is this one right here. We're looking at about 5,000 square feet.
It's a monster. We'll have to sneak in and show you. It's a Lee Weatherington home, and it's going to be spectacular. I cannot wait to see it.
That front gable was beautiful. All right, well, we're going to turn around and get out of here. All right, we're pulling out of Everly. So if you go around this roundabout and you go to the left, that's going to take you back up to the Minnesota Beach Road. If you go right, we're going to go into Lake Spur.
All right, so we have a couple of different builders in Lake Spur, but let's start with the fact that yes, it is a gated community. They have Lennar, Manami, and Pulte building in here. It is being marketed as a multi-generational community, and you can tell because they have some amenities for kids. This is their pool, their clubhouse, and they have some cabanas here. They got a little fire pit. And then you'll notice they have this tot lot right here, a playground for the kiddos. That is geared towards, because this is multi-generational. They have floor plans in here for everybody. So if you're downsizing or you're empty nesters, they have you covered. But if you need a big floor plan, because you're moving here with kids, this is definitely the place for you. This is really a family-friendly community. Pulte is building in here, Lennar is building in here, and then Manami is building coach homes. These are Pulte's homes right here. So Pulte is building 6 floor plans. The most popular floor plans that they are building in here, you may know from some other communities, is the Mystique and the Prestige. And they're also building that Mystique Grand that has the upstairs with the bonus room. So just wanted to point that out. Their prices start from around $436,000 and go up to around $576,000. That's for your floor plan before your lot and design options. They have between 1,600 square feet and a little over 2,800 square feet. And that Mystique Grand is the largest home that they're building. Only 2 car garages in here. Pulte has some pretty affordable Mystiques and Prestiges in here. Some of them do have pools. They have a Mystique right now for only $492,000. So I just thought that was worth mentioning. And then you've got Lennar building only specs. Lennar's only building specs in here, so you don't get any options or choices. You don't get to pick out a lot or any of that thing when you're picking Lennar.
You get white cabinets or you get gray cabinets.
Right. And this right here, Richard, this is a home that Pulte actually built for a veteran. They're giving this home away to a veteran. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think they've given away like almost 1,000 homes or something now.
Yeah, they're definitely doing it right.
Awesome.
They're also the first builder to build a whole home with these machines. But anyways, that was a little sidetrack.
This is Lennar, is what you're looking at here.
Well, that's a Pulte.
There's Pulte.
So anyways, Lennar, their prices range from $416,000 up to $521,000. They're almost sold out, Lennar. They have 6 homes left, and again, spec homes. Because this community is so close to the new high school that's being built, there's a lot of families in here because within walking distance, literally, to the school.
There's actually a trail that will be built that goes from this neighborhood right over to the high school, which is to the north of us. And another cool thing about Lake Spur is there's an access point to River Road, which is the 777, and it's right there to the east, so you can get in and out of Wellen Park real quick if you live in Lake Spur.
Okay, so these are the coach homes being built by Manami. I want to back up. Lennar and Pulte's HOA is $317 a month, and the lawn is included, so landscaping is included. All right, let's get back to Manami. These coach homes, they have only 2 different floor plans, either 1,341 square feet or 1,721 square feet. They're both 2 beds, 2 baths, 2 car garages. Their HOA is $602 a month. So usually the townhomes or coach homes and villas, their HOA is a little bit higher because the roof is usually included in that number. So these will all be, I think, coach homes, correct?
That is correct. This is all coach homes to your right and to your left.
Yeah. And that exit going out to River Road is right up here.
Right here, you can see that they haven't punched it through yet.
Well, they have, okay.
It's actually up here.
Yeah, I'm like, there is actually an exit that's already there.
That's going to be a street for some coach homes. It's Sundrop Street is what it is. So
there we go.
There it is.
They don't have it open quite yet.
Yeah.
But it will be soon. Oh, and also, this is not a gas community, just so you guys know. So these will be electric.
All right, as we cruise out of here, we'll just touch base on the construction here. Pulte's doing it right. You're gonna have a mono slab here. You're gonna have your block construction, hurricane impact windows. You're gonna get your tile roofs. Sounds pretty consistent here in Wellen Park, doesn't it?
That's actually Lennar, the 2-story house, but...
Yeah, well, Lennar and Pulte are doing it, but let's go ahead. This is a Lennar house here, and so what I like what the Lennar is doing is the first floor is stucco, and it's block construction, and then the second floor is wood frame construction, and it used to be where they would put the stucco on the second floor. Just think about the wood frame and all the winds and everything we get this close to the water. But what happens is, you know, your house kind of shifts and the stucco will actually crack, right? So you really need to be on top of your deferred maintenance of the house if you have, you know, a stucco home. But they're using hardy board or cement board on the second floor, which allows them to caulk the joints together, and it lets the house shift a little bit without having to do as much deferred maintenance. So it's pretty much consistent with all the builders are switching over from that second floor stucco to doing the hardy board and the cement board. So something I do like as a builder.
All right, just kind of trying to show you a little bit of their amenities. Really gorgeous pool. And they do have a lifestyle coordinator here at Lake Spur. So, oh, yes, Richard. So they've got cabanas out here, really nice pool, some chairs set out, fire pit, and they do plan activities in this community. So
They do have that lifestyle coordinator, huh?
they do. All right, we are not done showing you Wellen Park. We still have some great communities to show you. Actually, the #1 most sought after community for 2025 is coming up next in our next video. So make sure you stay tuned till next week, Saturday at 7 a.m. We'll be live again showing you the rest of Wellen Park. All right, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about any of the communities you saw, you know what to do. Reach out to us, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, whichever one you prefer. But remember, we don't stop working until you are a Sarasota County resident. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video.
It was fun. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye-bye.